What up, y'all? Welcome back once again to your boy's channel. You already know who it is, back with a brand new video. And I finally got a chance to sit down and watch Havoc, Tom Hardy's new movie, exclusively on Netflix. So before I get into this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. And also, big shout out to Dark Room Reviews for recommending this movie. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. The main thing I want to point out about this movie is that it is a bloody, gory mess. I mean, from the kills in this movie, just how they happen, it's so unbelievable. To start off, you got Tom Hardy playing this grizzly cop named Walker, who gets sucked into this situation where the mayor's son unintentionally is framed for killing a mob boss's son. So the mob boss, is sending her henchmen out to find Charlie and anybody that's close to him so they can bring Charlie to the mob boss. And Walker is trying to basically stop that from happening because he understands what is going to happen. It's going to start a war. And it's going to bring a lot of people into this that, obviously had nothing to do with it. And I love this movie, okay? Off the top, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I recommend this movie to anybody that loves action movies, car chases, fight scenes, gunfights, hand-to-hand combat. It's all in here, okay? One of the favorite scenes in this movie is at a club where the henchmen of the mob boss show up because they got a tip of where the chick who's the love interest of Charlie, who is the son of Forrest Whitaker, who is the mayor, is at, right? So they go to the club to, capture her, right? And Walker's already there. He's trying to get her out the club. His cop buddies show up, find out that the cop buddies were the true killers of the mob boss's son. And so they're there to take her out so they can tie up some loose ends because of something that happened. So this big fight ensues, and literally all the guns that everybody using, it's not even like a regular, slow gun. It's these fast automatics that everybody got that is taking multiple people out at one time. Okay, it is batshit crazy. That's basically how this whole movie is with all the guns. Nothing slow, everything quick and fast. Just get them out of there quick and fast, right? There's a big car chase at the beginning of the film, right? You got these cops going after the Charlie and his team, right? Because they're trying to get away from the scene of the crime. And two of the guys in the back of the truck take a washer, throw it out the back of the moving vehicle, and it lands through the windshield of a cop car. And all you see is a cop just in the car, coughing up blood. Come to find out, there were some drugs in the washer that Charlie and his team were trying to take, I believe, to sell, right? And so that cop's in the hospital, and he gets visited by the team of cops who took out my boss's son. And you also have Walker showing up to pay him a visit. Now we come to find out that Walker and these cops ended up, I guess, trying to steal some drugs, but he ended up accidentally taking out a cop. And so his partner ends up just finishing the cop off, so he can't testify against him if he happens to make it. So that's basically the big thing that happens. And Forrest Whitaker, he's involved in a scene where I guess they're trying to get him out the city, right? And he's involved in a scene where him being the mayor, he's trying to get out the city. So the henchman sends her people after him, and they take out his security team and his handler. Bloody gray mess in the backseat of the car, right? It's crazy. The whole time that this happening, right? This whole movie takes place in the winter. There's Christmas music playing Why? That's my biggest question. Why? So, yeah, Christmas music is playing during that scene. And I'm sitting there wondering why? Why is there Christmas music playing? It's just unbelievable, right? So, you get to the big scene at the end, right? Where you have all the henchmen and a few cops there. And some of the kills in this movie that are done by Tom Hardy's character Walker and even Charlie, the mayor's son, it's crazy. They literally are taking these guns with a clear shot, people literally right in their face and just like taking them out like it's nothing, right? There's a scene where Tom Hardy has like this huge hook because the gun he had ran out of bullets, and he gets the guy in the mouth and just dragging him all over the house with it. Finally takes him out. There's another scene where Tom Hardy, I think he failed or something, right? And some of the debris landed on top of him. Some of the debris lands on top of him, right? So this chick moves the debris out of the way so she can take him out. She's got a knife in her hand. He has like this hook attached to this gun, right? He shoots her and it lands in her neck, goes right through the neck at the back of her head, and like, you know, sticks out a part of a house. She's literally trying to take the knife and she's literally falling towards him and swinging. Of course, she ends up falling to her death before it happens, but it's just the way that the kills happen in this movie are so unbelievably crazy. You've got the scene where Walker ends up taking out his boy Vincent because Vincent was trying to take the drugs and escape. So he's trying to get on the back of this moving train, right? And Walker walks up to him, gun in the hand, pops him, stops him from taking the drugs, getting on the train, and eventually kills him. Pretty much point blank range, right? But he does get popped. But the way he shoots Vincent, he shoots him like 3 or 4 times, reloads real quick, and then pops him a few more times, and it's game over. Forrest Whitaker dies, okay? Forrest Whitaker dies. So what happens is, when the big shootout happens at the lodge at the end of the movie, because this is where Walker took Charlie and his love interest to hide out from other stuff that was going on, they eventually get found, right? They're at the place hiding out. So by the time all the henchmen get there, and the mob boss lady is telling Forrest Whitaker, look, you got to take out his lover because he needs to lose something like I lost my son. And so a little while, some scenes flicker by. One of the cops, ex-cops, I guess I should say, uses the gun to shoot at his son, Charlie. And Charlie's dad, Forrest Whitaker, jumps in the way, takes the bullets, ends up dying. Right? I almost forgot. There's a scene where the guy who basically set up the mob boss's daughter so he could take over, he goes to the hospital. Because what happens is the cop from earlier in the film, he ends up in the hospital. He's laying in there recuperating, right? His wife is there. And so, Officer Chang, I almost forgot about this chick because she doesn't really do much to the end of the film. Officer Chang, who is Walker's partner, she ends up going to the hospital to look after the officer in the hospital, right? Because he's unconscious, can't do nothing for himself. So, basically, the brother ends up taking out the officer in jail who is recuperating and his wife because she ends up walking in as soon as he gets shot. And then when Chang shows up, she tries to save the wife, and she ends up getting taken out too, right? Bloody gory mess. This movie, honestly, 4.5 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend this movie to anybody that is in the car chases, fight scenes, and yeah, just crazy bad shit movies like this, right? The way that they shot this movie, some of the scenes, like nighttime, I don't know if some of it was kind of CGI or how the effects work. Some of it looked a little bit off with the way they were driving in some parts of the city. And then daytime, the parts looked fine. But during the night, some of it looked iffy. But I enjoyed it for the most part. It didn't take me out of the movie. And then, of course, Walker having his own kid, he bought her a gift way back early in the film, right? Officer Chang was like, look, I'll make sure your daughter gets the gift. I'll make sure she's straight. Because at this point in time, all these wave of cops are showing up to the area where they were at. And he's like, you know, you're just gonna have to arrest me. Because, like I said, he was involved in this I guess, deal where they're supposed to steal some drugs with some other cops. They end up taking out another cop, kind of accidentally, intentionally, and he basically has been feeling guilty about it, I guess, ever since. So again, 4.5 out of 5 for this movie. It is on Netflix right now. I believe it's maybe like the top 10, 15, 16, I don't know, whatever place it is. I have to look it up. Anyway, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think of my review. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Please keep watching. Let's get this video to, get this channel to 4,000 watch hours, 2,000 subs, and I'm out. Peace. Oh yeah, one other thing. So, Charlie and his girl are warned by Officer Chang that there's still people out there after them, because basically all of the henchmen along with the boss chick, they all got taken out, right? And so they're like, they'll take their chances. So they end up leaving. And that's basically the end of them before you get to Tom Hardy, you know, being laid out because he got shot. All right, now I'm done. Peace.